morning. It's Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. And let me tell you what I've got going on for you. I got tagged in one of those tag challenges, those things where you have to answer questions, get to know you better. And I really don't mind that. I'm actually kind of flattered and honored that people want to tag me and know more about me. And I got tagged by Christy's cooking channel, who also tagged Tom, and Tom tagged me, which means, wow, I'm really like double flattered, all right? So I got tagged twice that I know about. Might have been even more, I don't know. All right, this one's got 30 questions, and you know I'm long-winded if you watch my channel. So if you want to pause the video now and go pour yourself a cup of coffee, I'll wait on pause. All right, glad you're back. Hope that coffee's good. It's Groundhog's Day. Ready to grill up some groundhog. Oh, we do Groundhog's Day big around here. Cook up some groundhog, grilled groundhog, smoked groundhog, baked groundhog, boiled groundhog, crock pot groundhog. Oh, we love groundhog. We decorated for groundhog, put up the groundhog tree, dyed the groundhog eggs yesterday. We got the Groundhog Day fireworks going. We're gonna go to the Groundhog's Day parade. And last night, the great groundhog came and gave my kids presents. Oh, we love to celebrate Groundhog's Day. Actually, I have no idea if Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow yet or not. Hadn't even turned the TV on yet. But I got to do this tag. So let's get started. We're a minute into it. All right. I couldn't figure out how to use my printer, so I got him up here on this little device. See, that's Christy's tag, and they're right here. But I want to say, I don't know if Christy typed these or somebody else typed these, but and she just copied and pasted. But Tom was right. Grammar in these. I don't know. Christy, I hope it wasn't your grammar. All right. What food would you eat every day? Catfish. Probably catfish. I don't know. Chocolate's good too. I don't know. Peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Gosh, that's a long list. Long list. Oh, the wind's blowing. You probably hear a lot of wind noise. I'm out here on my porch swing. I hope this take works. All right, next one. What's your favorite restaurant? I don't know. I like a lot of restaurants. I really do. I like a lot of restaurants. Right now, I'm kind of fascinated with a place called Orlando's in Mandeville, Louisiana, when I go visit my mama. That's a pretty good little restaurant. All right. Right there on the shores of Lake Pontchartrain, basically. I like that restaurant. What city has the best food you've ever had? Oh, well, that's easy. New Orleans. I grew up just an hour outside of New Orleans, and New Orleans, Louisiana has the best food. San Antonio, Texas has good food. I've been to Jerusalem. They had good food. I've been to places with good food, but New Orleans is the best. Hands down, the best. Maybe I'm just prejudiced. I don't know, but I grew up New Orleans, and it's hard to argue with that. It really is, all right? Watch your chefs on TV. They want to go to New Orleans to cook. I'm just telling you, New Orleans got good food. All right, come here. Quit turning around on me. All right, what do you get on your sub? Well, I'm not going to eat a sub. Like I said, New Orleans got the best food. I'm going to eat a po' boy. Ha. And you know what I'm going to get on it? Catfish, maybe roast beef, maybe sausage, maybe shrimp or oysters, but probably catfish. I like catfish po' boys. Po' boys are on French bread. That's what makes them different than a sub, by the way. All right, subs are on that soft, mushy bread. Po' boys are on French bread, so I'm gonna get that. All right, so I'm gonna get French bread on my sub. There we go. How's that? What do you get on your pizza? Everything, even anchovies. When I eat a pizza, and I'm not a big pizza guy, but when I order a pizza, I want all 4 food groups on there, all right? You gotta have your grains, that's your bread. You gotta have your vegetables on there. You gotta have your meats. You gotta have your dairy products, that's your cheese. All 4 major food groups need to go on the pizza. You gotta have vegetables and meat. I put everything. I go to Pizza Hut or something, the Supreme, Deluxe, Super, whatever, everything. Anything. All right. Number 6. Numero 6. Is there a food you have always wanted to try? I don't know. I think I've tried most things that I've wanted to eat. I would like to eat more lamb dishes that I haven't tried yet. I don't know. I don't know if there's one I haven't tried. If I find out about it and I want to eat it, I'll try it, but I don't know. All right, number 7. Tell me about your worst restaurant experience. Okay, I got to be careful with this one. Uh, I was 17 years old, and my dad asked me. I was out of school that day. My birthday doesn't fall on a day when I was in school, but I was a senior in high school, and I turned 17. And my dad wanted me to meet him for lunch at a restaurant in my hometown. I'm not going to mention the name of the restaurant because the restaurant is still in business. So, and I'm 47, so this was 30 years ago. All right. And the restaurant had only been open for about a year at the time, maybe a year and a half. It hadn't been open very long compared to what it's going on now. And at the time, it was run by a husband and wife that my dad knew, and I knew them too. And he later died. The husband later died, and the widow, she still runs the restaurant. So I'm not going to name the name of the restaurant. But my dad had his iced tea refilled, and he goes to drink it, and when he picks up the glass, I see a cockroach in about 2/3 away off the bottom of the glass. It was dead and in his iced tea when the lady had just poured it out of the pitcher. I said, "Dad, don't drink it." And he turns the glass around and he looks, and there's a cockroach in the iced tea. And Dad said, "Don't say anything." I said, "I'm not," because we knew the owners. And he called the waitress over, and he told the waitress politely, he said, he turned it and he held it in his hands over the bee. He said, "I don't think that's supposed to be there." And the waitress said, "No, it's not." And she went back, and the owner came out and told my dad, called him by his first name, patted him on the shoulder, and said, "It's on the house." And we went and checked out at the cash register as if we were paying. Walked outside. He profusely thanked my dad and me for not causing a scene. He said, "Man, if that had happened to some old lady, or if that had happened to some young kid or something," he said, "they would have screamed and it would have gone in the newspaper and I'd be out of business." And my dad said, "I didn't want that to happen to you." He called him, but they were on a first name basis. Said, "I didn't want that to happen to you." And the man said, "Look," he said, "we passed the health inspection last week." He said, "There's not a restaurant in the South that doesn't have cockroaches every now and then." And Dad said, "Hey, I understand." And he said, "You don't even," he said, "I'm willing to pay for the food even." And the man said, No, don't pay for the food." He said, "I'm very, very sorry this happened." And we've kept it quiet, and I'm not even going to tell you the name of the restaurant, but I will tell you that restaurant is still active in my hometown, and it's been going since the mid-'80s. So that was 30 years ago, and people still eat there, and the widow, his widow still runs the restaurant. So I've eaten there several times since then and never seen that happen since then. So that was the worst restaurant experience. Roach in the iced tea. But we handled it with dignity. We didn't go, "Ah!" and close the man's business down and make him lose a bunch of money. That wouldn't have been a good thing. All right. That was what? Number 8? Wow, we got a ways to go. It's really windy out here. I hope you can hear me. I hope you could hear me. There's cars going by too. It's the morning on a Friday morning. Let's see. Well, that was number 8. No, that was number 7. I'm sorry. Number 8. Who's a better cook, your mom or dad? My mom. The reason I cook is because my dad couldn't. When my mom left, I was 13 years old. All my dad knew how to do was burn a grilled cheese sandwich, heat up soup, and order Domino's. One reason I don't like pizza a whole lot. Mom left, took all the furniture. Seemed like she took all the food too. So I had 2 younger brothers. I was the oldest. I wanted to eat something other than grilled cheese sandwiches and soup. So I started learning to cook. And I did pretty bad when I was 13, 14, 15 years old. But I learned you don't have to cook everything with the stove on high. All right. When you're 13, though, it's fun to turn that stove up to high. All right. What is the one food you fail at making? Well, when I was a teenager and in my early 20s, I wanted to make pralines. I never could make pralines very well and get them to set right. You know what I did? I married my lovely wife, who makes the world's best pralines, and I don't have to make them anymore. She gives them away at Christmas time, and everybody loves my wife's pralines. All right, or pecan candy, or whatever you want to call it. Some places they pronounce it praline, but they're just wrong. It's praline. All right. My wife makes them good, and I don't have to. Ha ha. They just come out gooey when I tried to make them. I hadn't tried it in 20 years, though, because I've been married. I've known my wife for more than 20 years. All right. Name your least favorite foods. That's easy. Peaches. I do not like peaches, peach cobbler, anything. This stupid fruit has hair growing on it. I don't like peaches. I don't like apricots. I don't like nectarines. I don't like mangoes. I don't like any of those yellow meat fruits with the big old pit inside of it. I don't even like mango candy, mango drinks, peach candy. Yeah, I'm sorry, I love them. And Christy, I know you tagged me. You're from Georgia. They love peaches in Georgia. Knock yourself out. My whole family loves peaches. I just don't eat them. I don't know why. I just don't care for peaches. All right. Canned or fresh, whatever. Don't care for them. Or anything with peach flavor. All right. What number was that? Raw or cooked veggies? That's not even doesn't even have a verb in that question, Tom. So yeah, there's some bad grammar. Raw or cooked veggies? Yeah. Okay. Not a question. I'll eat them raw. I'll eat them cooked. If they're supposed to be cooked, cook them. If you can eat them either way, I'll take them either way. If you're not supposed to cook them, don't cook them. Like lettuce, raw, cabbage, either way, raw in coleslaw or boiled or grilled or whatever. And then, something like, I don't know, asparagus is supposed to be cooked, right? I guess, If it's supposed to be cooked, cook it. If it's not supposed to be cooked, eat it raw. If you can do it either way, I'll eat it either way. That's not even a question. Raw or cooked vegetables. There's not even a verb in there. How do you like your steak? Medium rare. How do you, like my steak, like to have steak. I don't always get steak. I live on a tight budget. I pretend chicken steak because I'm poor. Just saying. All right. How do you like your, do you enjoy cooking or baking better? The only thing I bake is cornbread and biscuits. Casseroles, cakes. Nah, I'm not pretty enough to bake stuff like that. Just, unless I'm baking it on a grill with, something, I don't know. I do buttermilk biscuits and I do cornbread. That's all I bake. So I would guess I'd have to say cooking. Baking was cooking, I don't know. What's your favorite fast food place? It depends if we're talking about burgers or chicken. It's a toss-up. If we're talking about chicken, it's Popeyes. If we're talking about burgers, it's Sonic. So let's go with that. All right. Name a food place you wish was closer to you. Well, I already mentioned Orlando's earlier. Kind of wish that, or maybe Middendorf's, which is in Ponchatoula, Louisiana, or just south of Ponchatoula, Louisiana. Middendorf's a pretty good place. I like that. Ultimate favorite dessert? That's easy. Flan. Oh, I love flan. Flan is the best. Like, if you put flan and creme brulee is like the French version of flan, and flan's like the Mexican version of the world's best dessert, and they got to fight, flan would whoop creme brulee's butt. But creme brulee is always more expensive and more fancy. Flan. I love flan. In fact, on my first date with my wife, I went to a certain restaurant. I'm going to give it away now. That I mentioned earlier. And that's still in business because my dad was polite. You know what I'm saying? And we went to that restaurant, one of the first dates. It wasn't the first date, but it was like, third, fourth date, something. And we were at the restaurant, and I ordered flan. And she says, what's flan? I said, that's the world's best dessert. I said, I wrote a song about flan. I got a song about flan. And I'm going to sing it for you. And I sing it when we're at a Mexican restaurant anywhere, and I order flan. And my kids go, Dad, don't do it. And I said, I'm going to sing the song. They don't do it. My wife said, don't do it. And I said, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it loud, too, and embarrass everybody. And my kids are like, don't do it. I said, I'm going to do it. I sing the flan song. Goes like this. Flan, 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 flan. Love flan. And I'll bang the forks on the table, cause a scene. They say, we can't go anywhere with you. That's how come I cook. They won't let me go to a restaurant. All right. I don't even know what number I'm on. Why y'all tag me and stuff like this? I just answer questions and run my mouth. All right, what's your name a food place you wish was closer to you? Did that. Ultimate favorite dessert? That was flan, right? What food do you gravitate more to at a party or get together? I don't know. I'm not really social. I don't like to go to parties. So, whatever's there, I eat because I'm nervous. Favorite food to eat at Christmas? Well, if you're talking about candy, divinity. If you're talking about meat, turkey. You know, two different a lot of categories there at Christmas. What's your first food that comes to mind now? Catfish. Do you have any weird food habits? I like sardines, and my wife thinks that's weird. I like sardine sandwiches. I like to take a can of sardines, good sardines too, like, you know, the Crown Prince or the King Oscar, good sardines, you know, not those dollar store sardines, good sardines. And I toast up the bread, dark, that's going to be another question, by the way. And I'll put the sardines on there, put a slice of onion, some mustard, some hot sauce. Sardine sandwich. I like sardine sandwiches. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, where are we at? Food habits. What holiday is your favorite for food? Thanksgiving. It's right near my birthday too. What's one food you'll never try? Yeah, I'll tell you what food I'll never try. It's not because it's gross to eat. It's just taboo for me. Really, really taboo. And I've seen some YouTubers eat these foods, and I won't touch them. I won't eat horse, and I won't eat dog. Those two animals have been the most beneficial to humankind throughout all of history. Eating horse meat and eating dog meat is close to cannibalism. That's just way too taboo for me. And I've seen some of the barbecue YouTubers and stuff, and I'm not knocking anybody if that's what you want to do, but I couldn't eat horse, and I wouldn't eat the dog. Could you imagine Lone Ranger eating Silver? Could you imagine Roy Rogers eating Trigger? Could you imagine little Timmy eating Lassie? Shaggy, as much as he had the munchies, could you imagine Shaggy eating Scooby? No, dog and horse meat, that's too taboo for me. I would not ever try it. No, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but there's a part of me that goes, you sick, perverted savage, if you want to eat dog or horse meat. But that's just my cultural preference. I know other cultures are different, but dog and horse meat, I would not ever try. Not unless my life depended on it, and then I still might just like, hey, I'm ready to go. I don't think I could eat dog or horse, ever. All right, let's see, do you know your best friend's favorite food? Okay, well, that's my wife. And she's been doing low carb thing for quite some time now. So she used to really like red velvet cake, but she's given it up. I think her favorite food would be dark chocolate then. She likes dark chocolate. All right, I'll go with that, dark chocolate. All right, and my wife is my best friend. She's supposed to be. That's why I'm man-eater. All right, do you, what's your best thing your mom makes? Chicken and biscuits. Love her chicken and biscuits. What's your favorite style of eggs? Here's the problem with this. Well, yeah, I guess it's on there. Scrambled, poached, boiled, over easy, or sunny side up. Probably sunny side up most often. I do not, if you're gonna fry an egg, do it sunny side up. And 4-minute boiled, soft-boiled egg, 4-minute soft-boiled egg, I like that. If you cook an egg till the yolk's hard, then you've probably overcooked it. So that means scrambled eggs are generally overcooked. But my wife's favorite is scrambled eggs, and I'll eat eggs just about any kind of way. There's no kind of way I won't eat eggs, but I like 4-minute soft-boiled eggs, and I like sunny up. All right? With toast. Gotta have toast. Soak up all that yolk. It's good. It's morning. I need to go fix me some soft-boiled eggs or some fried eggs right now. Got me hungry for breakfast, y'all. All right, number 26. We're getting close to the end, y'all. Name your favorite restaurant that is closed down. I don't know. Closed down, it probably wasn't a good restaurant. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Do you like bread toasted, light, or dark? Well, I mentioned earlier, dark. I mean, what's the point of toasting it? If you're just gonna kind of lightly coat it with, toast it where it crunches. All right, and do you like spicy foods? Well, yeah, I'm from Louisiana. I like spicy foods. Now, you don't need to go all crazy with ghost peppers and reapers and stuff on food. I mean, that's fun every now and then, but come on. Mexican, Cajun, barbecue, like spicy food, yeah. Get some sabor, man. Necesito sabor. Caliente. You need it spicy. You need some flavor in it, man. Necesitamos sabor. You need flavor. We need flavor. All right. Do you like seafood? Yes. If I see food, I eat it. But yes, I like seafood. And I mentioned at the top that my favorite was catfish. I know that grows in my pond and rivers, but hey, seafood. I like seafood, yes. First food that comes to mind is green. Okra. Love okra. Can't wait till spring. Plant some okra. Next summer, have a lot of okra. Love okra. All right, that's 30. I got to tag somebody. I don't know who has been tagged and who hasn't. Tom didn't even know I'd been tagged in the same video he got tagged in. Let's go with Richard in the kitchen. Have you been tagged? If you have, I'm tagging you again. Onion at Onion Smoke Shack out there in California. Have you been tagged? Let's go with a newer channel. Guy makes smokers and cooks on Weber's a lot. It's Lewis at Quest Hunter R Shack. He knows who I'm talking about. I'll have the link down in the description. Let's go with those 3 channels on the tag. 21 minutes on a 30 question video. 30 question tag. We're going to 22 right now. It's at 21, 14, something like that. Hey, I did pretty good to keep 30 questions under 20 minutes. Wow. I'm proud of myself. Bye, y'all.